Guess where this video is coming from? Dubai. You guys, I am so excited and I cannot wait to give you the full tea on my first plane experience. Stay tuned to the end. Another day, another video. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. BRANYTEDDY here. Those who are new are most welcome, and those who have been here for a while, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for clicking. I got an opportunity to visit Dubai from Kampala, Uganda on 5th January 2021, which is my birthday. This must have been the best birthday in my life. Yeah, in my life. So my flight was scheduled to leave at 8 p.m. and I reached the airport at around 6:30 p.m. The whole time I was telling people taking me to the airport that you guys have delayed me, I'm going to reach late, I'm going to miss my flight. And people were like, Teddy, relax, you are going to the airport, you are not going to miss your flight, you will reach. The flight was paid for by the Niger boy, as you guys have seen in my videos. Guys, go and subscribe to his channel if you haven't. He has amazing travel content, he has amazing travel experiences, and you don't want to miss them out, right? Yeah, so go to his channel. I'll put a link down below so that you guys can follow him and enjoy the content. My first flight experience was a solo trip, and I had no idea about the procedures to check in, where to go or what to do, but there were friendly people on my journey helping me around, and I was seeing what people are doing, and I assumed that is what I had to do, so I didn't get a hard time. The first checkpoint was with a police dog, and it was moving around smelling the luggage with the policemen, and they were just making sure no one was carrying something illegal. I proceeded to the healthy checkpoint, and this is where they check and verify your COVID results and make sure it is like what is needed and it is not fake. From this point, we headed over to another point where they were checking the luggage through the scanner, and then you are told to also go through the scanner. And here you had to remove the shoes, remove the jewelry, and hand over everything when you're passing through the scanner. So I proceeded to the next checkpoint, which was where they were verifying the documents from. They were verifying your passport, your visa, your insurance, your flight tickets. So here we were asked to remove our masks for review, then you put it back, and they see if your photo in the passport matches the person standing in front. I feel like I delayed here. We spent like 30 minutes in line. Like, this process, they take their time to make sure everything that you have is really original and what is supposed to be used. I was then directed to the next point where I was told to hand over my visa card. Because I used my visa card to make the booking for the flight, they needed it for verification, so I handed it. They did what they did, then handed it over to me, and this is where they weigh the luggage to make sure it matches the person's kilograms allowed on the plane. My flight ticket was allowing me 40 kilograms of luggage and 7 kgs of hand luggage, like the small bag that you can hold, that you can go with to the plane, plus 40 kgs as within my kgs, and so that was good. So the guy gave me a boarding pass. This is where they give the boarding pass from, and basically the boarding pass has your names, your flight number, the time you're flying, and it has your seat number, just a few details. From this point, I was told to go to immigration point, and this is where they continue asking you more questions to make sure you are traveling for the right reasons. They were asking my name, where am I traveling, for how long, and how much money like do I have for upkeep. But it was all successful. Then I was told to go to another checkpoint, and this is where they check your hand luggage, and they don't allow bottles in the plane, in the hand luggage. I lost my perfume. Yeah, they took it. It could be lotion, perfume, deodorants. They just removed them. They had like a big box of people's perfumes, and I was like, oh God, my perfume. But anyways, I just left it and I continued to the next point. And here they were checking the flight ticket and putting a stamp in it. Oh, by the way, my passport was stamped at the immigration point. From here, I was directed to go in the waiting area and sit as we wait for the flight. Here, there were other people as well. It actually delayed because at some point, I asked my neighbors if they had the same flight as me. I thought I was seated in the wrong place, but everyone confirmed that, yeah, we were traveling on the same plane. So I got some hope that, yeah, maybe the flight delayed. I don't know if you can hear me well, but there are many people here. I think this is the last waiting point to go to the plane. I have successfully passed all the checkpoints. There were quite many. Everything was new to me, but thank God we have reached here. I am really excited and I cannot wait to find out how my first plane experience is going to be. And I just wanted to fill you in and let you know how far I have reached on this journey. I know it's going to be amazing and I'm super hopeful and I'm super happy and I'm super grateful for each of you guys. I wouldn't have reached here without your support. I wouldn't have won this trip without all of you guys, all of you voting unmeasurable. God bless you, my dear. God bless you so much. Thank you so much for making this a reality. Thank you so much for giving me this first experience. I will forever be grateful. And cheers to more flights. 45. So then we were told to go in and walk to the plane. And you guys, this is where I saw the plane going to take me to Dubai. And I was like, oh my gosh, Teddy, look, you are going on a plane. I looked at it and I was like, oh God, you are unbelievable. I just couldn't believe it. God is so amazing. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, now this is the time. So we went at the entrance. The air hostesses were really nice. They welcomed us and they directed us to our seats. And people were putting their luggage up. Those were like small suitcases or big hand luggages. People were just finding their seats and I saw my seat. I was actually sitting in the middle of two ladies, and before everyone settled in that moment, I asked my neighbor if I could like sit in her place and take a photo or a short video, and she accepted. She was really friendly and she didn't have any problem with it. She took my picture and she took that small clip, and yeah, here I was in a plane, guys. It felt so good. Before takeoff, the pilot introduced himself and wished us a safe travel, and they told us about safety rules in the plane. This was done in both English and Arabic, and now time came for takeoff. All along I was seated and it felt like I was in a big bus and with just nice hostesses and stuff, but this was now time for takeoff. At first, it's like the plane, you could hear it, the runway and just moving. And then when it was time to get off the ground and fly in the air, like we were just falling backwards and were told to fasten our seat belts and be ready for takeoff. And when it is going, you feel like you are falling. Remember, it is going upwards, but for you feel like you are falling and not reaching the ground. You know that feeling? You feel like you're losing all your weight and you're going in the air. So all you have to do is to hold on the side because it is slanting like this. It is slanting, so you have to hold yourself so tightly and make sure you're in position. Of course, you can't fall off, but that is how it feels like. It feels like you are going to fall. So this, in just a few seconds, we were in the sky. What? Off the ground. Like on my neighbor's side, I could see outside the window, and everything that was big started getting smaller and smaller and further away from us. And in no time, we could see nothing. Remember, it was late in the night, so we could not see anything. Even the lights that we were seeing before, we could not see anything. Like if you look outside, you'd see just darkness for a while, and then reach some point where I could see the clouds, and I was like, God is amazing. Wow, God is so amazing. Anyways, so that is how the flight took off from the runway, and that is how I felt. Meanwhile, the whole time I had like stomach pain. From the time I was in the lobby waiting, my stomach was hurting. I don't know if it was the excitement, the fear, or the anxiety, but that is how I felt. So on the plane, I was like, please God save me and I don't react in any way, because this will be so embarrassing for myself. And I don't know, I just prayed and asked God to help me so that everything goes well. So we go, after about 1 hour of settling in, the air hostesses moved through the corridors and started serving the meals. I got a non-vegetarian pack, and this had vegetables, it had sweet potatoes, and it had beef, and the meal was really tasty and delicious. It was really nice. Not that I was hungry, but it came at the right time when I felt like, yeah, I need something to eat. Other things were like the biscuits, the chocolate, then a small bun, and then they gave us some water. You guys, their water is so small. Like, probably first we are used to taking bottles and bottles of water, but their water was so little. The pack is so small like this, and yeah, but everything was delicious and tasty and yummy. After about 30 minutes, they came back giving tea and coffee to those interested, and I chose tea. And you know, everything is served in small portions. If you're used to taking like big cups of everything, big portions of everything, this was different. It was not the case here. So it all went, we took our tea, and I was so full. What I did, I kept some of my stuff because I knew they were not coming back and I would need something to eat later. So I kept my other things like the biscuit, the chocolate, and the bun. I just ate food and water and coffee and tea. Meanwhile, as the plane was moving, the noise from the plane is non-stop. Like you can hear it in your ears the whole time, from set off, take off, to landing. So by the time I landed, my ears were hearing different sounds from everywhere. But anyway, it all went well. After some time, when everyone was settled and the lights were dimmed, people were now in flight mode. Everyone was relaxed and calm. I decided to go to the bathroom and check it out. It is a small cubicle with a toilet, the mirror, the sink. Everything is just enough for one person. When I moved out of the bathroom, I saw the air hostesses in the back. So I decided to go there and maybe have a chat with them and say hi. So when I reached, I was like, hey, how are you? My name is BRANYTEDDY. And they were really happy. I told them, thank you for taking care of us. And they're all smiling. They were so happy and nice. So I told them how this was my very first plane experience and how I just won the trip and how I was traveling on my birthday. And I was like, it's my birthday. I was expecting you to sing for me or do something special for me. And they're like, really? They were so happy. They're like, oh, happy birthday. How old are you? I told them. They're like, okay, what is your seat number? I told them my seat number. And they're like, okay, go back. We shall bring a surprise for you. I was like, oh, okay, I'll be waiting. So then I told the guy that, can I get some more water? You know, their water was so little and it wasn't enough for me. So the guy was like, okay, you can have 2 more. One is the surprise. And I was like, really? Thank you so much. So I went with my 2 other like small containers of water and sat. So when I was seated, all the air hostesses kept coming to me and wishing me well. Everyone would come and be like, hi Teddy, happy birthday. Then they wish me something nice. Then that person goes, and in just a few minutes another one comes and they're like, hi Teddy, we're happy to have you on Fly Dubai, happy birthday. They were really nice. I told them I have a YouTube channel and I asked them if it is okay to record. They were like, no, we're not allowed to record. But one of them came and he also wished me happy birthday. He wished nice things for me, and then he was like, what should we do for you? And I was like, now what should I ask for? Then he was like, you know, we're not allowed to do videos, but can you come and we take a photo together? I was like, yes, I can. So I went to the back with them and we took a photo, and they were really friendly and nice. So we took the photo and my overall experience was fun. And from that moment, they were all nice to me. They were good to me. And yeah, I think some people noticed that this girl, something is going on with her and the air hostesses. Yeah, but overall it was a good experience for me. I was happy throughout my flight, and I really loved it, and I would say my experience was a good one. When we're almost landing, we looked through the window, and you guys, the view was breathtaking. It was really nice. Remember, it was night, so I was seeing mostly the lights on the buildings and on the roads, and time reached and it was landing time. We were told to fasten our seat belts, to get ready for landing, and we landed pretty well. I did find any issue with it. So once we landed, we got out of the plane to the bus. This is the bus that takes you from the plane to the terminal where you go from. When you reach there, the first thing they do is to direct you where to do the COVID test from again. Remember, I had done the test before leaving Uganda. So when you land, they have to take another test immediately. I think this is to confirm your results. So after the COVID test, we're told to go to immigration, and this is where my passport was stamped to confirm that I have landed in the country. And then we went to the luggage reclaim center where you get your luggage, your suitcases, and then I had to wait for my friend to come and pick me. We landed at around 4, and all these processes ended at around 5 a.m. in the morning. I had to wait for my colleague who was picking me from the airport, and as I was waiting, I saw lots of people from different nationalities, from different cultures, different colors, and my colleague picked me at 6. He brought me from the airport to my place where I am staying right now. And so guys, I don't know if you are ready for my next video, because that is the video where I am showing you where I am staying right now. It is a room tour, so stay tuned for that. Well, that has been it for my flight experience story, and it was fun going through it, and it is still fun explaining everything I went through. I just can't get enough of this. Thank you so much for watching from the beginning to the end. Please don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload. It's been BRANYTEDDY. Until next time, bye.